Today I'm going to be reviewing a 60 Canadian dollar wireless mechanical keyboard. The keyboard consists of a metal front plate, which is very impressive for the price, and the back of it is made up of plastic, which is fairly common for casings. The keyboard comes with two legs to adjust the angle of the keyboard, which is a very nice feature. There is an on and off switch with a Type-C cable connector, which is also very nice to have. Impressively, the keyboard is backlit, and it even comes with 18 different lighting modes. It's a pretty long segment, so I will show it later in the video. Oddly, the keyboard is very light. This can mean that the integrity is not as well built as most keyboards, but for the price, you can't do much better. You can get the keyboard with white keycaps but a blue backlit, or you can get it with the colors I got, black, gray, and red with a white backlit. The black, gray, and red version comes in either blue or brown, while the white version only comes with blue switches. As you can see, I got the brown switches, so here's what they sound like. In that sound test, you may have heard some unpleasing noises. Those noises, or the rattling, more precisely, comes from the supports in the keyboard. I decided to buy some lube, and I'm pretty sure that will fix it. So, next week, you'll see what happens. Now that we've gone over the basics, let's get more into detail. As I promised before, what about the lighting? So, I told you guys there were 18 different modes, which I'll show you. But before we get to that, it's important to know that if you press function, the up and down arrows, you can change the brightness of the lights, and if you press function left and right, you can change the speed of the actions. So, now that I told you about that, let's see the 18 different modes. Now the different connection modes. So the first mode is when you press function 1, 2, and 3 and hold them down at the same time. You'll notice that the light starts to flicker green, and it's to show if it's connected or not. As it flickers, it means that it's connecting, or it's on Bluetooth mode, so searching. On an iPad or an iPhone or anything, you go to Bluetooth, press the button, there it is, and you're connected. So that's the first mode. The second mode, on the other hand, by pressing function 4, connects you to the USB receiver that you plug into your PC, and instead of being green this time, now it's red. The next mode is by pressing function 5, where you're brought to the Type-C cable connector mode. So the cable that comes with it is okay, it's not great, it could be better. So the reason why you would want to use the cable mode is to get a faster response if you're gaming and really want that quick signal to the computer. Keep in mind the cable is always replaceable. You could replace it with a cheap braided one and it would just finish up the setup. I'm even thinking about getting one, maybe not right now, because the cable that comes with it works, it's fine, it's just not exceptional. The keyboard runs off an internal 3300 milliamp battery. This is pretty good for a $60 keyboard. So there were some reviews saying that it only lasted a day, and maybe the battery life varies depending on the keyboard because of how they're made, but I would say mine lasted for around a week, which I am happy with. Charging it overnight once a week, I'm totally fine with. It's having the Bluetooth that's really nice, and I can go lay in my bed and watch TV from my bed. Nearing the end of the video, I'm going to finish things up by saying that there's one really cool thing that comes with the keyboard. The USB dongle magnetically attaches in a holder underneath the keyboard. I'm super happy about this because a lot of the times when you get cheap keyboards, mechanical keyboards off Amazon, the dongle just comes on the side. So whenever you're using the different modes, you sort of just lose it and never really pay attention to it. There's never a good spot to put it. This just makes it feel right, and it fits in perfectly. If you're interested in this keyboard, I'll leave a link down in the description. And if you're interested in what it's going to sound like after I lube it, then make sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications so you know when the video comes out. That's all for today. See you next time.